Start recording. Well, welcome to our virtual Discover Arbonne for Team Empower. I just want to welcome you guys, for those of you who are guests, and really just encourage you guys to keep an open heart and an open mind for what we have here tonight. What I do love about this business is that you can work it around your life. So yes, I'm sitting in the backyard of my girlfriend's home. It might be a little bit noisy. We're all working our Arbonne business around our life. And that's the joy of this. You can work this business part-time. You just can't work it sometimes. So I took the luxury of leaving some friends and beautiful girlfriends to come out here and share the Arbonne experience with you guys because I'm so passionate about it. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, how I got started in Arbonne, and then I'm going to go into the presentation itself. So I do have notes, and what I do love about this business is that if you can, it's not rocket science. There's a script, there's a system that we follow. When you follow that system, you can't help but be successful. So the only way that you can't be successful is if you quit. So excuse me if I look down at my notes while I read some things, just so that I make sure that I'm following along. So again, I just want to encourage you guys to keep an open heart, and I'm doing this because there's mosquitoes out here. So just disregard, I'm not acting weird here. So I encourage you guys to keep an open heart and an open mind. When I was first introduced to this business 12 years ago, I was an absolute zero, no way, no how. I don't do those kinds of things. I don't go to those kinds of things. I'm a happy stay-at-home mom. I have a teacher background. I'm too good for things like this. And at the time when my best friend introduced me to this, I thought I was using quality skincare. I said a big fat no to the business, but what I did do is I supported her in the product use. So I signed up as a consultant 12 years ago to get the discount. So yes, I'm a grandfathered consultant user and a grandfathered Arbonne consultant, but there was no way I was going to do this business at all. So what happened is I used the products for 5 years, watched my girlfriend build this amazing Arbonne business alongside of her children and her husband at the time. And you know, she never really pressured me at all. I'm not even going to say really. She never pressured me to take a peek at this business again. I just watched her. And she somewhat dripped onto me a little bit, like, oh my gosh, Trace, we could vacation together. We could go on trips together. You could earn this fabulous jewelry. And I thought to myself, whatever, yeah, right. But what did happen is fast forward 5 years from that first introduction to Arbonne, my family moved up to Northern California, and I was offered a teaching job, and I took that job. And what I did notice is that the energy within that teaching environment was a little bit toxic for me. Was I able to teach at my schools, my kids' schools? Absolutely. But what I didn't feel in my heart was that I was actually serving my purpose, and that I wasn't doing what God had put in my heart. I knew all along that I wanted to serve others, but the value of what I was doing was just not there. I didn't feel it in my heart and my soul. So a year later, my job was cut by 60%. And at that time, Tiffany came back into my life, so to speak, in a way of going on a girls' trip. And I again saw the lifestyle that she was living. I saw the happiness in her heart. I saw the joy that she was living. And I told myself I needed to have a piece of that. And so I went home and I prayed about it. And I had talked to my husband at the time about that. And he said, no, you're not doing one of those things. What will people think? You're a teacher, you have credential. And that's one of those drink from the Kool-Aid kind of weird things, if you will. And I said, no, my girlfriend's not weird, and I don't think this is weird. So what I did is I hosted an event, unbeknownst to him, that was my launch party. And that was in 2010. So I just started my 6th year in Arbonne, and I'm an executive regional vice president, and we'll get into those levels at the end of our presentation. But I think first of all, people don't understand in a business like this is they don't understand the legacy that it can leave and the opportunities that you have in a business like this. So I'm going to let Teresa start the slides, and I'm going to kind of walk you guys through a little bit about what Arbonne is and what we are through Arbonne. So let's see if we have those slides. There we go. So can you guys hear me? Okay, so I can't hear myself, but I'm just going to keep going. Basically, what we do in Arbonne, it's our job to educate and help people understand what building and owning a business really looks like. What we do in Arbonne is we build virtually a franchise online, and that's what we're doing. So I love what it says here at the bottom. It says, "Are you ready to make a change?" And I was so ready to make a change, and most people are when they look at a business like this. So you can see here that the Arbonne, we're botanically based. We're going on a 36-year history with cutting edge development, and we just came out with these amazing new products, an amazing new device that's a game changer in our industry. And get with the person who invited you on this call, and you can talk about the new Genius device that we absolutely love. And like we said, it's going to be a game changer in the market of Arbonne. When Arbonne came out with RE9 about 8 years ago, it completely changed the history of Arbonne, and now we're looking at that same kind of change in our marketplace. So really, we look at this as ground floor Google once again. You can see that we have a culture of independent consultants that are by far just passionate people that want to serve others and value what they do. Global opportunity, we'll talk about that in a little bit too. And then what I love to point out here is the one that's very passionate to me is this opportunity is a willable business. And again, we'll get into that as we go through this. So our products are different than anything you're going to find on the marketplace because of what our products are formulated with. Plant-based formula, high quality premium ingredients that are vegan certified, dermatologist tested, never tested on animals, nor do they have animal byproducts. We have a Swiss heritage and we go on European standards. There are over 1,000 ingredients that are banned in the European market that the US still uses in their makeup and skincare. And in Arbonne, we do not use any of those ingredients. What our products are formulated without, which is very important to many people. The first one is huge, without gluten, petroleum or petrolatum, which is a petroleum byproduct. We do not have, like I pointed out, animal products or byproducts. We're never tested on animals. We don't have chemical dyes or fragrances, no artificial sweeteners, parabens, the things that people are really looking and seeking for nowadays. When Arbonne started 36 years ago, these were not catchphrases. These were not important to people. But nowadays, we have what people are looking for and what people are searching for in their life. People don't want to, they are educating themselves now, not only on what they put in their body, but on their body. So we do have a huge range of consumable products. We say if you have hair and skin, then we have something for you. So you can see here that we have products for women. We have a men's line, a brand new men's line that just came out a week ago. That's unbelievable, absolutely amazing. Nutrition, sun care products, makeup, again, a makeup line that came out a week ago for the eye care that's just going to blow doors on anything out there, refillable eyeshadows, and then you can see bath and body as well as hair. You can see here really quickly, I'm just going to scan through this, but we can read this and if you're interested in these clinical results. But what Arbonne does is they take our products and they use a third party to do our clinical testing, so it's not biased. So you can see here that Arbonne, against the #1 department store as well as the #1 MLM brand, came out on top in all of these areas. In #1 in improving the look of skin firmness, and our serum, which is the center one, the look of firmness in 4 weeks. And now with the serum and the device that we just launched, which you'll be able to get in your hands June 2nd, it's just going to make a huge difference in the appearance of your skin, in those fine lines. It's able to penetrate into the skin deeper with the serum and with this device. So just an amazing, Arbonne is just cutting edge. We have our 30 days to healthy living. which has changed so many lives through taking out the toxins. And basically what it says here is you're hitting the refresh button and you're eating a clean, healthy lifestyle. Not eating a clean, healthy lifestyle, but you're living a clean, healthy lifestyle, and you're avoiding those allergenic foods. And this kind of goes into it a little bit more as well, so we're just going to kind of skip over that one. Why Arbonne? Why now? Well, first of all, I tell people we have what people are looking for. Not only are our products consumable, but there is a demand for health and wellness. People don't want to look ugly and have wrinkles and be fat. So what we have is something that people are looking for. In a recession, there's 3 recession-proof items that people will not do without: alcohol, tobacco, and skincare. Not that we're in a recession, but we know we go in and out of recessions. So if you're with a company that is recession-proof, which is what Arbonne is, then you are going to be able to ride that wave without hesitation, without feeling like a business that you own, a global multi-million-dollar business, that it's going to be hit, because we're not. We're able to leverage our time, and that's because we teach and train people to do what we do, and we lock arms, and we stand by them, and we help others, and we serve others. And then, as you can see, it's an internet-based business. And I mentioned at the beginning that we are basically a virtual franchise online. Arbonne is not a franchise, but it acts as a franchise. So you own your own business, but you have every system in place when you sign up with Arbonne. You have a marketing department. You have a CEO. You're kind of your CEO, but we do have a CEO of our company. We have somebody that's in charge of all of our documents, somebody who sets up your website for you. We have the internet that they can go on and log into and purchase their products. Everything is put into place. Your job is to talk to people about these products. So that's why. Traditional business model, when you look at a traditional business model, it is somewhat more like a pyramid, when most people think that Arbonne or multi-level marketing is a pyramid. But really, if you were to take a traditional business model like you guys are seeing on the screen here, and you have the manufacturer that turns into the wholesaler, and you guys can look at all those different arrows. In a traditional business model, there's high risk, there's high investment, you have employees, you have insurance that you have to pay for, long hours, you don't get to choose your hours, you don't get to choose the people you work with, you make money for your boss, and in turn, you're trading time for money. And that's basically in a traditional business model. And in network marketing, you have the manufacturer that goes through us, the consultants, and sometimes it doesn't even go through us, the consultant, because it just goes to the consumer itself. So the consumer orders online, and then what they do is they get those products in their hands. So you can see that clients can order online, consumable products again, which equals repeat sales. So there are people that I spoke to in my business 6 years ago that are still placing orders on a monthly basis that I am still getting residual income for, okay, or from. You're able to leverage your time, which means when you teach and train people to do what you do, you get paid on the effort of others because you have taught and trained. So if I have a team of 4 people and I teach and train each of them to work 10 hours a week, I'm actually getting paid 50 hours because each of those 4 people work 10 hours and I work my 10 hours, but I'm getting paid on 50 hours of work. Okay, that's leveraging your time. That's smart business. With Arbonne, you can switch, you can save, or you can earn. Switching means you can switch the brand of product that you're using Neutrogena or using CVS or maybe even Estee Lauder or Lancome. What we're proposing is that you switch to a safer, pure, beneficial product and cutting edge products that the whole family can use. Arbonize your home, okay? Switching the products that you use to Arbonne. You can save 20 to 50% every time you order. I don't know about you guys, but I want to save every time I shop somewhere. I want to go to Costco, not that I need bulk products, but I want to save money where I can. And when you use pure, safe, beneficial products and get a discount, it's a win-win. And then the last way is you can earn, and that's by doing the business, by getting personal commissions and overrides. And that's another thing that the person who invited you on this call can talk to you about, overrides and commissions, and that's how we get paid, as well as bonuses, as well as incentives and cash bonuses for cars. And we'll get into that in just a minute as well. So you can see here the demand for marketplace products. Anti-aging is an $80 billion industry. And then with the device that we just came out with, it's expected to be, oh my gosh, I can't even remember what the number is in 2017, something, one of you guys might be able to throw it out there, but like with devices, like I don't know, maybe you guys have that number. I don't want to misquote something, but anyways, it's huge. So with anti-aging along with the device, it's like this perfect storm, not to mention the nutrition, energy, fiber, $12.2 billion industry. And then the new makeup that just came out, which is unparalleled to any other, $300 million business. So again, combined markets are predicted to be 2,100%, from 140 billion to 3 trillion. I think I want to be a part of that. I don't know. That's just me. So, global opportunity. Right now we're in the US. And you can see that right now, Canada, the UK, Australia. We launched in Poland already. On June 2nd, we are launching into New Zealand. So who are those people that you know in New Zealand? I'm not sure what they're called. Maoris, I think they are. Who do you know in New Zealand? And then in the fall of 2016, we're launching into Taiwan. So you can own a global multi-million-dollar business with a $79 sign-up fee. No, I don't know. I don't know why people don't do. Just like, okay, I'm in. So when you look at our compensation plan, what I love about this is there's only 4 levels of management. You can see the different avenues of income, and I'm not going to go through those. We kind of mentioned those, the bonuses, the overrides, Mercedes-Benz program. You do have life insurance benefits when you get to the area manager level, travel opportunities, and then you have incentives. First level district manager, which we like to get people there in 2 to 3 months minimum, or I should say maximum, really. And within that 2 to 3 month time frame, you're looking at making anywhere between $240 to $1,500. And we teach and train you to get to that first level because you give yourself a 50% pay raise. Okay, $250 is grocery money. It's gas money. $1,500 is a monthly income, and you can be doing that part-time from the comforts of your home for the most part and working this around your family and around your life. Second level, area manager. What I love about this is it is willable, okay? That is unheard of when you think of corporate America these days. So if something were to happen to me and God forbid, my business would then be given to my 2 children and they would be able to reap the benefits and or pick up where I left off. They would be able to have a business already set in place because what I have built over the last 5 years. At this level, 5 to 11 months on average. For myself personally, I got there in 6 months and I just followed the system and I did what I was coached to do. My mentor told me to do. Average $1,200 to $3,000. For myself, one of my top monthly paychecks was about $4,000, and that was on my way up to region. So again, life-changing, definitely a monthly income for most people, if not for one income, but maybe even for a dual family income. That's what they're staring down the barrel of. Third level, regional vice president. At this level, you are given a Mercedes-Benz cash bonus of $800 to pick out a Mercedes. Okay, I'm going to say that really clearly. Mercedes-Benz of your choice. It just has to be white because it's pure and it's the safest car on the market. Average income here is $5,000 to $8,000, and it takes on average 1 to 3 years. Again, it's your journey. There's no race and there's no competition in this business. It's, again, like I pointed out, as long as you do not quit, you cannot fail in this business. And then the The fourth level and the top level in Arbonne is the national vice president level. It takes about 3 to 5 years on average. Again, average. I'm going on my 6th year, and we will be a nation this year. And that average monthly income is $21,000 a month. Not a year, but a month. And when you look at that, that's life-changing. That's not looking at, oh my gosh, I'm going to stuff all that money in my purse and I'm going to go take care of my family. What that says is I can go serve others. I can go help others. I can have choices. I can send my kids to any college of their choice. I can give back to my church. I can go on mission trips. I can build homes in Haiti. That's what National Vice President money does. And what that means is you have helped serve so many other people to live the life of their dreams. It's like that icing on the cake. Next. So, common fears and hesitations. Talk to anybody in Arbonne and they've been through all of these fears. I don't have enough time. That's why you need to be doing Arbonne, because what we do as your coach and your mentor is we show you how to find time in your day to work this business. Our job is to help you find those nooks and crannies in the beginning to work this business in the nooks and crannies of your day so that in the long run, you have time freedom. I have time freedom. Most people that are at the area manager to region level have time freedom. I don't have enough money. Well, that's why you need to be doing Arbonne. Again, we can show you how to make money. You need a little bit of sweat equity and you need a huge passion to serve others, and you can have this business in the palm of your hands and we can show you how to make money if you're willing to work the business. This is not a hobby. I don't know enough people. Well, look at Facebook, look at LinkedIn, look at your social media, and look at your phone. That one to me, I think is somewhat of I don't want to say a cop-out, but that one is really more of something that people, I think, are more hesitant to talk to people about. They know enough people. They potentially might not want to talk to these people about the business. And again, we help you overcome those obstacles. What will people think? That was my biggest fear. And it took me a long time to get over that hesitation because I was worried about what people would think of Mrs. Stokes, the teacher. Why is she schlepping lipstick and makeup? And oh my gosh, poor Tracey, she's got to do this business. And then I quickly got over that hesitation because I realized that what other people think of me is none of my business, and they are not paying my bills. They are not sending my children to college. They are not paying for my house payment, nor are they paying for anything else for that matter. So the only fear I have is the fear in my head, and I chose faith over fear. What am I getting into? Well, you're getting into an amazing company with outstanding people that will be your lifelong friends, that will change your life. The products change your life internally, but the business will change your life externally, I like to say. And it's the best product we have in the catalog is our business. So we like to say to dream big. I think all of us that have been in this business have been asked this question: where will you be today because of the choices you made yesterday? Just reflecting back on that, the choices I made yesterday, I'm so glad I am where I am today now. And sometimes we make choices we're not really proud of, but then you are able to overcome those obstacles and you're able to look through them and go, okay, here's where I am now. And I'm so happy for that. I'm so happy I chose Arbonne. And I'm so proud that I chose Arbonne and that I will never leave this business. If you keep doing what you're doing, where will you be in 5 years? And I actually like to shrink that down to 2 years, because maybe even 1. I didn't know I was going to be where I am today, sitting here right now a year ago. I would have never predicted that. But thank goodness for Arbonne, and thank goodness for my amazing team that I have built this business. And I'm able to say that where I am now, as opposed to a year ago, I'm so incredibly proud of, and I'm so happy to have Arbonne as my plan A now. And you don't know what's going to happen. So you need to prepare for impact now. You need to have a plan B. Even if you love the job that you have now, doesn't mean that a second stream of income is not important, and it doesn't mean that that plan A might crumble and fall. And then instead of asking yourself, what if it doesn't work? Ask yourself, what if it does? What if just a little bit of what Tracey is talking about here tonight works? What if I was able to be an area manager in 6 months and make $3,000 and leave my day job that is draining me, where my boss is really not exciting to work with, that is a toxic environment, that I am making money for somebody else and I'm trading my time for money? What if it did work? So I just want to leave you guys also with, I want to close really quickly. It says, hold on. I have to find my place. Okay. So get with the person who brought you here tonight, first of all, please, and talk to them about where you see yourself. Okay, we like to say, are you a 1, 2, or a 3? If you're a 1, you know what, thank you so much for inviting me, but I think I'm really happy where I'm at, and maybe I'd like to try some product. A 2, you know what, I'm fairly interested. I want to host an event, and I want to see what it looks like to do a presentation, a social gathering, and let me be able to digest this a little bit more. And then I'm a 3, I'm in. I want to start a multi-million-dollar global business. What do I have to do? I'm in. So that would be a 3. And again, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? But for me, it's a year from now. And are you okay with that? Are you comfortable with that? So I just want to thank everybody for being on this virtual Discover Arbonne, and for my amazing team for jumping on. And we just wish you guys wisdom and happiness and joy. And I know that it's brought that to me. Arbonne has brought that into my life. And I just hope that you guys take a huge look at this business, because it is a game changer. So thank you guys for joining us tonight.